The Indiana Pacers have had a big time offseason, and I really do truly believe that this team could be at least a top four seed in the Eastern Conference next year, maybe even a top two seed. Now, that might seem a little ridiculous, but there's a team with a lot of young guys. Myles Turner, Tyrese Haliburton, unquestionably the leaders of this team, but it's a team with a lot of young guys. But they also have good veterans. They bring in a guy like Bruce Brown. They draft Jarace Walker. And then later on in the draft, they get a couple of really, really nice win-now guys in Ben Sheppard and Isaiah Wong. But this is a team that they're young, but they're fun. They're going to be playing, every single night, whereas some of the teams with the older players, they're going to be getting nights off, dropping games in the regular season. We see it every year, a young team that plays their top guys every single night, doesn't have to worry about load management. They jump up the rankings. So today we're going to be talking about that. Make sure to the like button and leave me a comment down below as well, sticking around for the full video. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on the post notifications. Big chance you're not subscribed. Go ahead and fix that right now while you still can. Now, let's go ahead and start by looking at the big money they handed out to Bruce Brown on a 1+1 deal for about $22.5 million a year. That extra year, if things don't turn out well this year, then hey, you can cut him loose. But he was just a huge X factor, really the sixth starter on that Denver Nuggets team that really was not even challenged en route to an NBA championship. 11.5 points per game, 4.1 rebounds, 3.4 assists in the regular season this year for Bruce Brown. 48% from the field, 36% from three, 1.1 steals. Overall, just a really, really good player. And I've been monitoring this guy the last few years. He just keeps getting better and better every single year. Good wing, gives good size, but can defend really every position and can play every position. They needed wing depth. He comes in, he just checks every single box that the Pacers needed, and he's going to be a great addition, a welcome addition to this Pacers squad. The other part of the Pacers offseason that I was really, really impressed with was their draft. Going out, they traded back. They got a couple of second-round picks, and they get their new starting power forward in Jarace Walker, a guy that can do a little bit of everything. He can dribble, pass, shoot, score, defend really well. He's still raw on the offensive side of the ball for sure, but we've seen flashes like this at Houston that show, he can develop into a long-term answer at the 4 at the very least, which is what you're expecting to get at the number 7, traded for number 8 pick. He's a man-child. Now, he won't be as much of a man-child, obviously, in the NBA, but I think he's going to be a great fit with Myles Turner, a guy who can complement Turner's both back-to-the-basket play and his range. Jarace Walker likes to operate in the mid-range. He does that very well, and I think that'll complement him very well with Turner. Jarace Walker can defend on the perimeter while Turner defends in the paint. I think it's a great 1-2 punch at the 4 and the 5 for the Pacers. And then Ben Sheppard, 19 points a game, 48% from the field, 42% from 3. He was a dog this year at Belmont. The Pacers had a really, really nice summer league squad this year. He was a part of it. He played, decently well throughout the summer league. But again, late first-round pick, so you're not expecting anything crazy out of him. Long-term, will he be the Hield replacement? I don't know. Maybe he's maybe he just sticks around. Maybe they re-sign Hield for a little while and let Ben Sheppard grow and eventually take somebody else's role. We will see. But Ben Sheppard, maybe not this year, but at least starting next year, will be getting quality time for this Pacers team. And then you got Isaiah Wong, a guy who I was very, very high on. Great value pick at 55. I had him early second round. I think he's a win-now type guard. Now, unfortunately, he's going to have to be behind Andrew Nembhard, but he'll be another backup point guard. If Nembhard goes down, if Haliburton goes down, then, you've got depth now. You've got 3 point guards. And Wong, I really, truly believe, is a guy that can fit in and can, hold his own and then some at the NBA level. I think he will be great at the NBA level, can contribute right away. He's going to be a guy to watch for this year, especially if the Pacers go through some injury concerns. But at the beginning of the year, it's going to be Nembhard at the backup point because Nembhard was really, really good this year. One of the top-tier backup point guards in the NBA. And then the trades. They made a big-time splash going out and getting Obi Toppin. If Jarace Walker doesn't start at the 4, it'll be because Obi Toppin took his spot. They gave up 2 second-round picks for a guy that was a top 10 pick like 2 years ago. Maybe 3. But overall, former number 9 overall pick, and this is a great addition for this Pacers team. Another guy, young, athletic, a lot of bounce in those legs, 7.4 points per game, 2.8 rebounds, 1 assist. He's going to be a guy that, when given a much bigger role in Indiana, I think he's going to really contribute. 45% from the field, 35% from 3 in 15 minutes. Efficiency was actually a little bit down from the year prior, so something to monitor there. But overall, I think Obi Toppin is going to be a dog in Indiana, going to be a welcome addition. And then the big-time money man in Indiana, Tyrese Haliburton, along with guys like Anthony Edwards, LaMelo Ball, just signed their rookie max extensions, and 5 years, $260 million for the man Tyrese Haliburton to be the face of this Indiana Pacers franchise for the next 10 to 15 years. 21 points a game, 10.5 assists, 3.7 rebounds for Haliburton in his third season in the NBA. I mean, come on now. Those are just absurd numbers, averaging a double-double, 20 and 10 on almost 50, 40, 90 efficiency with 1.6 steals per game as well. Tyrese Haliburton needs to be talked about more. This dude is one of the best point guards in the NBA, and he's 23 years old. That doesn't get talked about enough. Put some more respect on this man's name. I don't care what double it, triple it, whatever you're doing. Double it and give it to the next person. Okay? Put some respect on this man's name. He is an absolute monster for Indiana, and he just got paid like it. Now let's take a look at the lineups for this year again. Like I said earlier, Obi Toppin and Jarace Walker kind of interchangeable there at the 3. I'm not sure which one will start. However, either way you go there. Not really a wrong way you can go. The other one will come off the bench and he'll play good minutes. The backcourt of zeros is Tyrese Haliburton and Bennedict Matheurin. That's a great young backcourt, one of the most entertaining young backcourts in the league. Ben Matheurin averaged 18 points a game as a rookie last year. Coming into his sophomore season, he's going to be a problem. You pair him up with a guy in Tyrese Haliburton who can absolutely dish the rock out. That is elite. Both are at least good defenders. Good, not great defenders. Although Haliburton is a pretty good defender. And then you bring in Bruce Brown, Myles Turner, an elite defender, Jarace Walker, a great defender. This team is going to be good next year. This is a very fun team. They're going to be exciting. They're going to be good. They've got vets. They've got shooting. They got defense. They got pass. They got it all. They got length, athleticism. Andrew Nembhard is one of the best backup point guards in the NBA. You also bring in Obi Toppin off the bench. You bring in Aaron Nesmith, who is a really, really good shooter. You bring in Buddy Hield, who is a really, really good shooter, but both of those guys have length. Both of those guys have decent athleticism. Obi Toppin can jump out of the gym. Isaiah Jackson is an elite athlete. This Pacers team is deep. They are young. They are fun. They are exciting. That's not even counting T.J. McConnell, Isaiah Wong. So much point guard depth, for one, here in Indiana. But, man, I mean, this squad, Ben Sheppard's not even here. We're about to talk about him in a second. But, yeah, I like this bench unit a lot for Indiana. And then, like we said, there's also guys like Jalen Smith, who just lost out on his job due to the fact that they brought in Obi Toppin and Jarace Walker. But he's going to be battling for it back. You also have Isaiah Wong, Ben Sheppard, Jordan Nora even. And like I said, T.J. McConnell, who's not even listed here. So much depth for this Pacers team. And like I said, this is a team that is young. They're going to be playing every single night. They're less likely to get injured due to the fact that they're not aging. And in the Eastern Conference with an aging Milwaukee team, an aging 76ers team, an aging Boston team. I mean, they're still young, but, KP injury prone, Brogdon injury prone. With the top dogs in the East, kind of vulnerable, this is a Pacers team that can sneak up on everybody. So make sure to hit the like button and hit the subscribe button if you did enjoy today's video at any point. If you like NBA content, this is the place to be. Just turn on those post notifications as well. Leave me a comment down below. And with all that being said, thanks so much for watching today's video.